Okay, so a lot of times people talk about, oh, whether we have a green thumb or we don't have a green thumb. I'm here to tell you that it just depends on the plant, and especially outdoor plants. I found in more cases than not, in fact, in most cases, I would have to say, that it is actually harder to kill plants than it is to keep them alive. My tobacco truck just driving by here. What I'm talking about is, think about if you're trying to take care of your yard. How hard is it to take care of all the weeds in your yard? It's almost impossible. It's a full-time job for me to keep track of, just the right kind of grass that has to grow in my lawn. I'm not as worried about that as I used to be, but I am worried about all the weeds that are in my yard. They're everywhere, and all the things I do to try to kill them. Sorry for the traffic. There's a point for me being out here. All the things I apply to the lawn to fertilize the grass, kill the weeds. The weeds are just there. They're just going to be there. No matter what I do to try to kill them, they're just going to come back. Well, the same thing's true for a lot of the food that I do want to have in my garden. We had so many tomatoes that we ended up just having to pull a lot of tomato plants. They're weeds too. If we didn't plant them where we wanted them, they're called weeds. And I'm going to show you where a lot of our extra stuff ends up. So, in this is a drainage ditch that is on the corner of the street that if I'm eating a watermelon, I'll just chuck the rind right in here. And we had sweet potatoes that were extra. I didn't plant them. We didn't eat them. They started going bad, so I just chucked them into the dish. Well, guess what? Now I have sweet potatoes growing everywhere. This is all of these big broad leaves you see here. This is sweet potato vine. There are sweet potatoes in here. In the ground, I promise you, there are going to be sweet potatoes. As soon as these vines die off, I might just dig these sweet potatoes up. Who knows? We had too many cherry tomatoes, more than we could eat. So what we did is we took whole plants and we took, the extra tomatoes and we just chucked them into the ditch. Now, I put them in other different places too, but this happens to be a pretty convenient place for me. It's right near my garage, right near my driveway. It's a ditch, so sometimes I chuck stuff in here and hopefully, something will get to eat it. Some critter will get to eat it. But they're not. There's tomatoes everywhere, growing everywhere. We had extra elephant ears, which are not food, but they are pretty plants, around our house, and we had to dig some up so we could plant some other things there, rearrange the landscape, and all of a sudden, this elephant ear just took off. We tried to kill it. It kept coming back. We had other things in there too. Right over here, like I said, the reason why I do that is because it's so conveniently close to my garage, which means my door. There was a sweet potato that we just left it here. We left it here in just the landscaping by our house, and all this is all sweet potato. This thing just started rooting and started growing. It's weeding out into another landscaping bed, and it's reaching all the way, going along the house here among our elephant ears, and it's reaching all the way to here. I promise you, there are sweet potatoes in the ground underneath that. Now, here's another great example. Going back to our garden. As we go back to the garden, I'm going to tell you the story of last winter, which was a hard and cold winter. Last year, we, like a bunch of idiots, left a lemon tree that had a bunch of nice, beautiful lemons that were pretty much ripe at the time. We could have picked them off the tree. We didn't, and we left it out. We thought it would be okay on a couple of nights where it was borderline, and it was a bad idea. It was a bad decision. The tree dropped all of its lemons. They froze. The lemons went bad. They froze, and it was colder than forecasted on a couple of nights. And the tree itself started taking some damage, lost all its leaves, ended up just dying to the ground, completely dying back to the ground. And this lemon tree we had had for a couple of years in a pot. We could have easily taken it and put it inside in the garage, or in a nice window somewhere to protect it. We didn't. We thought we'd put it into this greenhouse behind me, and we did that with a couple of our plants. A couple of them made it, a couple of them didn't. This one did not. And so yes, we did our best. Unintentionally, we did our best to kill this thing. The temperatures got down, I don't remember exactly, but it was cold. It was very cold. Too cold for a citrus tree. Well, it is October 2nd, and a couple of days ago, that pot that held that citrus tree, that lemon tree that we thought was dead, we had a pot sitting on top of it with another tree, just sitting on top of it, the dirt, stacked on top of the dirt. We were just too lazy to throw out the dirt on this dead plant that we thought was dead. Well, we took the pot off of this, and days ago, this tree that had died back completely to the ground, this is where we cut it off. This was the dead part, and we just trimmed it all back. And I thought I was just gonna throw this pot of dirt out and, well, reuse it for something else. And this is a Meyer lemon. And like I said, before it died back, or we killed it, before we semi-killed this thing, it had several lemons on it, so we know it can produce lemons. Now, all of a sudden, boom, it's back. We did our best to kill it. We couldn't do it. This thing is just surviving against all odds. So we got so excited. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I haven't mentioned it before, but please do subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying any of these videos, please give me some comments. I'll do my best to respond. And I hope you're enjoying things so far. I'm trying to put out content on a pretty regular basis, and I'll do my best. It'd be great if you subscribe.